You're watching Umoja 2 TV.
You're live with Umoja 2 TV.
This is being brought to you by Umoja TV.
You're watching Umoja 2 TV.
Coach Fuller, Coach Danzy here tonight to broadcast high school matchup.
Where two teams came out very passionate. They came out and they made a statement tonight.
Marty Gaddy with the rebound. Jakari Nixon. I'm here right with a jab step, penetrates. Oh, what the banger! He dunks it. Do something with this one, and he throws it down, big fella.
Welcome to Umoja 2 TV, weekly remix show. I'm Coach Danzy, alongside my partner, Coach Fuller. Coach Fuller, we're back. What do you think about what's happening over the week?
It's been a fun-filled week. A lot of exciting basketball. It's always a good time in the Capital District when the guys get out, young kids get out and showcase their talent. So it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. So we got these highlights. So we'll see how how the fans enjoy these highlights. So just stay here and watch these. We got Albany Academy cadets coming up. So we got Coach Fushio there. Pumping up his guys. Got Andre Jackson here. You're going to see this guy fly. Fly away! Wow! With the banger, Coach. What do you guys say about that?
Body to body, Coach. Goes up, flies high, underneath them, sky. You can't get up that high.
That's D1 jumping ability, Coach. No question about it. The next one comes up. He gets the ball on the baseline. It goes in and slams it down, Coach.
Yeah, this guy got great jump leaping ability.
Look at his head by the rim. What do you say about that?
You gotta like a guy who can play above the rim, Coach.
Yes. You could drive too, Coach. You can drive left hand. You got both hands. You can use ambidextrous. Huh? What do you say?
A little razzle dazzle there.
Razzle dazzle. We got August Augustus here, averaging 21.5 points a game. See what he does here. Stops and pops. Pow! For three. Another one. Bang! Guy can go to the hole too, Coach. Look at this. Take the contact. Goes in.
Inside,
nice.
outside.
Ooh-wee. Look at this, Coach. All the way to the lane. Look at that. Wow.
Can draw the contact.
Yes. Marcus Phelan. Look at this guy. Big guy here. 6'7". Goes in. Post up. Scores two. Easy, too. Oh, tracks him down to defense. Look at the ref here, Coach. Look at him. He's going another way. That's good, D.
Yes, Coach.
Look at the left hand finish by the big guy. Oh, Coach, awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, so what are your thoughts?
My thoughts about Albany Academy, Coach, is that they have it all. These guys have it all. They have the inside and outside presence. You've seen with Mahoney, he can drive. He can also drain the three-pointer. And then what can you say about Andre? That kid gets up high. He's a high flyer, Coach. And he plays above the rim. And then you got the protector, Marcus, in the lane. He's protecting the paint. These guys, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Albany Academy doesn't lose a game in this area. I'm not talking about when they go out and play some of the powerhouse programs, because you know Albany Academy likes to travel a lot and do a lot of travel and play some really good competition. But in this area,
they're going to Hoop Hall Classic, they're doing that type of thing.
Things of that nature. But here in the Capital District area, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't suffer a loss.
Yeah, yeah. And you can see right there in the beginning of that clip there, Coach, how Brian Fuscio is really getting into this guys, getting them motivated, getting them psyched up, and giving that extra motivation they need to play to their best abilities.
Absolutely.
You know?
When we talked to Brian, we talked about intensity. We talked about focus. We talked about paying attention to detail. These are all the things he does, and it's showing. It's showing with that team. And he has a lot to work with.
Oh, yeah.
So look forward to a very exciting season for Fuscio and those cadets over there.
Yeah, man. Okay, we got next up, we got Saratoga Blue Streaks. We got here, look at Coach Usher walking slowly to the water cooler. You know it's a good night when you walk that slow. Look at this sip here. Oh, he's taking his time sipping, Coach. Coach, what do you think here, Coach? Oh, my goodness.
That's the relaxed mode of a coach.
That's right. A.J. Lawton, here he goes. Bombs away, just like last year. From deep. Oh, Coach, he puts the ball to the floor this year, goes to the basket. Wow, nice move there.
Getting it inside.
That's right. Finishes on the transition, left hand finish. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we got Brian Hart. He didn't score many in this game. He's averaging 12 points a game, but he only had 8 this game. But look at this. He showed flashes. They didn't need him much this game, though. Look at that left hand finish. Oh, the Hezzy right there, Coach. The Hezzy.
Look at the Hezzy.
Yes.
Get him up off the ground and go to the basket.
Mark Larkin, he hit 4 3-pointers this game, Coach. 4 3-pointers. Look at this. He's on fire. Bombs away. Here you go. Pull up and a fast break, Coach. Look at that. Stop and pop.
Three-pointer, yes. Gotta love that, Coach.
Coach, what do you think about this right here, Coach? Half-court shot. It goes in!
Oh, when you're on fire, Coach. Everything. The basket's like a big old bucket.
You think Coach Usher is relaxed, Coach? Look at him. He gets in his play, but they're not doing the right thing. Okay, here goes Nick Churdy. Churdy goes in, senior. He's going to provide some action for these guys. He gets to the rack, too, Coach.
Gotta like guys who gets into the interior, don't just settle for the jump shot.
That's right. Look at this move here. Nice stop and pop off the left-hand dribble. Yeah, I like that. Look at Coach. Now he's motivated. Look, he's more relaxed again. He's back to relaxed self. Oh, yeah, look at that, Coach. What do you think about Saratoga's chances? I mean, they went to Syracuse. They took a tough one to West Hill on their way up there. They came back down, played CBA, lost a close one, 60-58. You know, close game. But they came back rebound against Schenectady. What do you think?
Well, Saratoga, I like Saratoga, what I see. Saratoga also has some weapons where they have size and they have good guard play. When we talked to A.J. Lawton, he talked about putting the ball on the deck more and getting inside and getting to the interior of the basketball, drawing more fouls, getting to the foul line instead of settling for the jump shot. Hart, you know, he's tough inside. Big boy inside, plays hard, gives you some interior presence. You got to like what they have. They have all the tools, and if he could get that team rolling in the right direction, they could definitely make a real good statement in the league this year and go far and deep and even be possibly at the end possible opportunity to win it.
Yes,
so I like Saratoga. I like their chances. I like what Coach is doing over there. Coach does a fabulous job in preparation and getting those kids ready and getting them prepared night in, night out to compete. Because in this league, night in, night out, you got to be ready to compete.
That's right. And the one thing I noticed too in the West Hill game up in Syracuse, Padnote, the big guy, 6'7" guy, he had 14 points that game. So they used him that game. You know, really, I guess they did have the advantage, saw it. So they got to get back to using him because this game against Schenectady, they didn't need him much, but he only had 2 points. You know, so keeping him in the mix, keeping the big guy in the mix is going to be important for them.
See, what needs to be understood a lot of times, Coach, is that when you have a decided advantage in some games you might play inside, outside. Some games you might play outside, inside, depending on what your strength is and depending on what the other team has and what they're lacking or what you can size up advantages for yourself, Coach.
Right.
So for Saratoga, sometimes they need to go inside. You know, feature the big guy. Sometimes it may be Lawton pulling up or doing things of that nature. So you got to just see what you got and then work with it, Coach.
That's right. That's right. All right, next thing we have Bethlehem highlights. Let's see what they got. Oh, they got Otelli right there, pull up from deep from the three. Nice shot. Call the timeout, Averill Park does.
Yeah, he's their sharpshooter.
Yeah, look at this guy going down low. Yeah, he's doing it down low. Another post feed. Nice slash, left hand finish. Who you got, Coach?
I mean, yeah, Bethlehem, another hard hat, lunch pail type of team. They'll be right there. These guys play hard night in, night out. You have to give A.G. Iron a lot of credit the way he prepares his team and gets those guys ready. Though you cannot fall asleep on those guys. You not come in the gym and thinking it's going to be, well, after all, they're Section 2 defending champions. I mean, no mistake about it. You know what I mean? They've been there, done that, have some experience on that team, some guys who tasted a little bit of that victory, and now they're looking at Otelli as the guy that they're going to ride and take them there to and lead them in this run.
That's right. And Otelli, he had against Shin earlier in a close game that they lost. He dropped 30 points in that game. 30 points, people. And nobody 3-0. Nobody else in this team had double figures. The next guy in this team that was high was 9 points. You know, so this guy is doing it all for them. In a close game against a strong team like Shin, that's saying a whole lot. I mean, this Otelli kid is definitely a player. You know, so keep an eye out for him. Next up is Shaker, Coach. We got Shaker Blue Streaks.
Shaker.
Tallest team in the area. We got Sloan Seymour here, Coach. Forward guard here. 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", whatever you want to call him. Bombs away. 3. Knocks it down. This guy here knocked down, I believe, 4 or 5 threes this game, Coach.
Yeah, he did. He's a sharpshooter from outside, Coach. This guy gets it done.
Yeah, look at it. Catch and shoot. It's so effortless. Look how smooth that stroke is.
It is. His range is in the park. As soon as he walks in the gym, he's in range.
Yeah, Coach. Look at that. Oh, baby. He gets down low a little bit. He gets dirty a little bit, Coach. A little laundry. Look at it. A little laundry. Spin cycle. Got a block there. We got a little tough down in the paint. Now we got Jake Cook, the 6'10". Junior forward, average 11 points. Look at that pass by Rayvon Burke. Wow. Look at Cook going in there. He's around that rim, Coach. He gets it in down there.
He likes to attack the offensive glass and attacks the glass period. You gotta like what he brings to the table, Coach.
Look at Ray Burke, Coach. Rayvon Burke is a junior guard, transfer Waterville Elite. This guy is a blessing for Shaker this year. 3, bombs away. Look at the tap, Coach. Athletics.
Rebound.
Yes. Look here, Coach. You can show little handles. Look at that. Go around the pick. Wow. Very smart. High IQ guard right there, Coach.
Nice stop and pop and pull up off the screen.
15-footer. Oh, yeah. Teardrop. You guys know. Oh, get a banger. Denver Mahoney, the senior. 15-7. 7 a game.
Ooh, get at the rim, big fella.
Look at the pull-up, too. He can do the pull-up, too. Look at that mid-range. Oh, man. He scored from all levels, Coach. Goes inside, scores. He can dunk it, hit the mid-range jumper. This guy is doing it all out there.
Yeah, and when we spoke to him, he said the addition of Ray Burke was going to open up things for him and allow him to attack and play a little bit more off the ball, and you see that here.
Yeah.
This guy was their Energizer Bunny Rabbit. That's the game we actually covered.
Yes.
This guy was their Energizer Bunny Rabbit. He came right out the gate, ready to push the ball down those guys' throat, attack mode that he was in.
And, like Ravion Burke, Coach, what can you say about this guy?
I mean, anytime you're a coach on a team, you got to look for a general. Yeah. You may understand that. I don't know how well. You may understand a little bit point guard. I don't know how much.
I understand a lot of it, but yeah, go ahead.
But anytime you can have a general on the court,
yes,
extension of the coach,
yes,
and who can ride the ship, put everybody in position, tell them to be successful, and then when your teammates know that you're the guy that like to give up the ball,
yes,
they like to run with you, and they do anything. So when you're feeding those big guys on the ball, guess what you get after that? Rebounds, block shots, you get all those things.
Yes,
feed the big fella, he'll play for you. You know what I
mean?
Feed
me, Seymour. Feed me. That's all.
And Ray, he likes to feed those guys. So you got to like what him.
Now Sloan came in hot. You know, he came in knocking that three ball down. What do you got to say about the 6'8" guy knocking down threes like that with such consistency?
Wow, this guy stretches the floor. And when you think about stretching the floor, you don't really think about 6'8" guys in high schools being able the ability to stretch the floor. So that's special within itself.
Right.
So this guy brings a lot to the table to be able to stretch the floor like that and shoot. And then when you're 6'8", you don't even see a hand.
No.
You don't even see a hand.
Right.
So with that being said, I mean, what can you say about him? I would, in that game, he didn't really have to, but I'm interested to see how well that he goes inside the interior of the box and do some things too as well.
That's right. Now, Cook, the junior.
Yes.
You know, it's the third year in varsity. I mean, this guy got a lot of experience here. He was dominating on the boards, offensive glass there, Coach. What are your thoughts there?
I love Cook. I love his energy around the basket. He has great energy around the basket. He attacks the offensive glass. He attacks the defensive glass. He rebounds. He blocks shots. This guy brings an added presence inside that's hard to match. And when you got like 6'8", 6'9", front line, when they play that 3-2 zone, it's smothering. As we saw against Albany High, it is very smothering. So, I mean, you got to like that guy and what he brings to the table. Now, free throws was a little bit of the issue, something that he has to worry about. Being a big guy, down there, you're going to look to not give up easy baskets. It's going to send him to the line.
That's right.
That's something that he may have to look for.
He might average like going to the line 10 times a game.
Yes, see.
That's a lot of points leaving out there.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you want to sharpen up that.
And one thing I like him to improve on, too, is just being a little bit more of a better finisher around the basket. You got bumped a lot, got fouled, you went to the foul line, but I thought a lot of times those shots could have went in. He could have got and ones.
And ones,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You want to definitely see him finish strong at the rim, being that size. Go up hard, big fella. Take him with you, finish strong. That's what you want to see.
That's
from
right.
Big
And we like Cook. We like Cook a lot. All right, Coach, he got some interviews here.
Yeah, Coach. So we got an opportunity to chat with Coach Haver, and he talked about one game. This was only one game, and doesn't mean anything. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. And let's take a look at a chat we had with Coach Haver.
Okay, let's take a look.
It doesn't mean anything right now. We've got to make sure that we don't get complacent. We know that the struggles that we've had through our preseason, and that we need to make this a norm, and it hasn't been a norm for us. So by no means are we hanging our hat on the first game of the year and what we did today.
So you saw there, Coach don't want to get ahead of himself. I mean, last year we talked to him earlier in the season, preseason, he talked about the early exit that they took.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So right now he wants to keep those guys grounded, Coach. So, Coach, when you're in a situation like that, you got a really long season, you come out with a big 40-point victory, how do you keep your guys grounded? What do you think he's trying to convey to his team? Well,
yeah, I mean, he wants them not to be complacent, not get overjoyed over a win like this. He wants the guys to stay humble and continue to work. That's how he sees he needs to motivate his guys. That's why he took it, and hopefully it pays off for his guys. Me personally, I'm in there like, yes, that's one. Let's go get the next one. Let's get the next one after that. So, everybody got the different styles of how they want to attack the season. That was his style. So we'll see if that pans out.
Yeah, one game at a time.
One game at a time.
One game at a time. Also, Coach, we had a chance to, we talked about Seymour, the aforementioned Seymour, Sloan Seymour, and what he does. And we had a chance to sit down and talk to him, and he talked about getting better. He talked about, taking game and being strong with and not being pushovers.
Right.
He talked about this was a statement game.
And
we came out the gate, everybody's looking forward to us to being good, and we want to prove we're going to be good, and we're not going to be pushovers. So let's take a look at his interview and get an opportunity to chat with him.
prove to everybody that we're not pushovers and not just, all the hype. But we don't look into the hype. We just keep our head forward. We realize we can't stay complacent. We just got to keep getting better each and every day.
I mean, he was really pleasant to speak with. He's really a grounded kid. He interviews really well, and he has some really intricate things to say about the team and the direction that they're looking to go into.
Right.
So I really like the fact that he kind of echoed what the coach said a little bit. Being grounded, staying focused on the season ahead, taking one game at a time, and really going out there and getting the work done. So I really like what he had to say about his season.
Yeah, I enjoyed him. He's very smooth talker, very consistent with what he says, very sure of himself. I really enjoyed him. I like to have him on the show as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And so. Furthermore, we had a chance to also sit down and not sit down. We had an opportunity to chat with Jay Cook. And in talking to Jay Cook, we had the opportunity to say, what is it like to play with a point guard this year? You had the addition of Ray Burke transferring over, and we talked to him a little bit about what that means for the team for him.
Ray, he's a really good player. I think having him at the point guard helps a lot. I think he knows what to do when he's on a fast break. He knows numbers in his head. So if he's got 3 guys in front of him and it's just him, he knows how to back it out and then hold it so we can get down and then we can run a set. Just like he knows how to stop the ball when he needs to. So
right there, you saw what Jake said, hey, having a point guard on my team just opens up the floor. He finds people in the right spots. And he sets you up in the right spot, which is important. Yeah. He sets you up in the right spot as well. Talk a little bit about setting players up. Because we talk about the point guard position a little bit, but you really don't talk about a point guard sometimes actually setting players up and getting them the ball where they're in their best positioning for them.
I think it's like you said, it comes from the coach. Now, the coach is going to dictate how you want the ball to be entered at any given play. You want it down low, out, or up top. But, you're working on pocket passing, working on moving the team over, shift the team over to get a better angle, to get a drop-down pass. So what I saw from Ravion was a poised, confident guard who knows how to penetrate and dish, and know how to create shots for himself, So I think a lot of times some point guards are too pass happy, and some are trying to score too much happy, So Ravion has a good mixture of the two. Because I saw a lot of times the shots that he took, he had to take those shots to loosen up the defense. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
yes.
He's a heady guard. I think that's going to be, once they really figure out what this guy can do and what he can bring, it's going to be fascinating to watch that team go.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. I can see that guy averaging anywhere from 15 to 20 along with 11, 12 assists.
Absolutely.
With no problem. With 5 or 6 rebounds. You saw the rebound on the tape there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's up to what they want to do with him and how they want to use him. But he's heady, he's smart, he's athletic, he plays to win, he shares the ball. What more can you ask for in a guy like that?
I mean, what I like about him is he has this very non-assuming personality about him.
Yeah.
He's not very demonstrative on the court, which is not, I'm saying something's wrong with that, but he's not demonstrative on the court. He has a very non-assuming way about going about his business and getting it done. And you got to love it.
Yes. So we're going to talk about the standings now. So the Suburban Council standings. Before I go on, Coach, the Suburban Council is probably one of the better conferences in the state.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You got the Peace Out down in New York City. You got the Catholic League down there. That's definitely one in the country. But the Suburban Council is probably one of the better conferences in this state here. Okay, so let's make sure we pump the brakes when we talk about some of these teams who might be struggling. They're struggling against some very quality teams here.
That's true. Evidence of that is the state championship these guys bring back home.
That's so true.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, we got CBA. This is early on now. We got CBA 2-0 overall. These are all overall standings. We got CBA 2-0. We got Mahonison 2-1. Boston Spa 1-1. We got Schenectady 1-1, Troy 1-1, Burnt Hills 0-2, Albany 0-3, Averill Park 0-3. In the Gray Division, we got Shin 3-0, Colony 2-0, Saratoga 1-2, Bethlehem 2-1, Columbia 2-1, Gillen 1-1, Shaker 1-1, and Niskayuna 0-3. So those are the standards right now, Coach. From looking at that, I see that you got CBA, seem to be back on top again after suffering a tough year last year.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get out there and check those guys out. Like Shin is back to normal again, 3-0. Even though they had some close games so far.
They have.
So Colony is, right where they need to be, and Colony has a big game tomorrow. But go ahead about the standings. If you want to talk about or anything like that.
They are who we thought they were.
Yes.
These teams are who we thought they were.
Right.
When we went down and sat with some of the teams in the preseason,
Yeah.
and what we expected with some of the teams that's up there, we expected that. So I'm looking forward to a very exciting and competitive season this year.
Right.
Every night in, night out. And one thing about covering this basketball this year is that the beauty of it is you don't really know no clear-cut favor. You can't go out on a limb and just say this team is predicted to win it all hands down.
Right.
You just can't do that.
Right.
And that's what makes the beauty of it. It's an intrigue night in, night out about what is going to go down or what will be the outcome of some of these games.
Coach, you got Mahonison, who's 2-1 right now. They took down Green Tech in a close game. That tells you how tough this conference is.
Absolutely.
I mean, Green Tech is supposed to be one of the teams that are supposed to be lauded about this year. So Mahonison, it might be ready to turn the corner themselves. Let's see what they have to bring later on.
It speaks evidence to what we're talking about.
Right.
Every night, night in, out, this is a tough conference.
Yeah.
And you got to come ready to play. You can't look at that schedule and say, this is a gimme. This is an easy one.
Right,
You got to come prepared to play.
That's right.
Every
That's
night.
right. Okay, moving on. The game of the week, Coach. Colony versus Bethlehem. Was it a rematch or something? What's going on here, Coach?
It's the remix.
Already, though? I mean, they just had the finals up there last year, battling for that chip, and then they're playing so early in the season. I'm so excited to see this game tomorrow. I can't wait.
Yes, I'm so excited about this game. You can expect fireworks in this game. You can expect the crowd to be wild in this game. I can see the tension in the air right now with that game. A lot of nervousness. These kids wanting to go out and revenge themselves. This is a statement game. This is a statement game.
Already? Early in the season?
And I was hoping you say that. I was hoping you say it'd be early because some of our viewers out there say, wow, it's so early in the season and this is a statement game. This is a statement game. This is a filler game. You want to come out and see what the other team is about. It's like I use basketball and boxing as a great analogies for me. You come out, you're throwing your jab, you're throwing your right hand, you're seeing what your opponent worried up, you're trying to get him wobbly, you possibly go for the knockout punch or what have you. These guys will battle 12 rounds strong. All right? They will go toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a battle.
Right.
I'm looking for a strong battle tonight. I mean, you got the Isaiah Mose, you got the Will A. Bars. You got these guys. These guys are ready.
Yeah.
These guys are ready to go.
Yeah.
And ready to avenge their losses. They thought they should have won it last year. A lot of people predicted Colony to be the victor of Section 2.
That's right.
When we did our circles and we traveled, all we heard was, but that Colony team, they're tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And you really didn't hear a lot of people giving Bethlehem. I mean, we knew that was a tough team. We knew that was a tough out.
That's right.
We knew that. We weren't at all surprised when Bethlehem won.
Right.
All right. But a lot of people were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so
the first high school championship in 45 years, since 1972.
Speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself. Yeah,
all right. So this is a statement game. And I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't think it's a statement game, you talk to those coaches. You go to practice and you see their preparation and you see them talking to their kids and getting at them in practice and telling them what they want. I bet you, now on camera they might say it's another game. It's early in the season, stuff that you're talking. But at the end of the day, I bet you they're preparing like it's the sectional finals.
Yeah. Coach, I'm gonna be truthful with you.
Yes.
I see Colony taking this all day long. From what I saw in the clips of the Bethlehem game against Averill Park, I don't see the size that they can do with Isaiah Moe. Ortelli is a guy that's gonna have to do it all by himself all year long. I mean, he got some guys that he can rock with a little bit, but Will Abar, who they got to guard him? If you got somebody to guard him, who gonna guard Isaiah Moe? Then you got Will Abar's little brother, Josh Abar. I mean, you got a lot of people on that bench over at Colony ready and thirsty to get this win.
It's a big task for Ortelli.
Right.
In Bethlehem. No question about it. He's the guy that has to carry the load for them, hands down. No question, no doubts about it.
Right.
I tend to agree with you that Colony is favored to win this game.
Right.
I think they just have too much, and they still have a lot of experience that they brought back from last year.
Yes.
And they're the hunter.
They're hungry.
They're hungry.
That was a bitter pill last year they took, Coach.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know Isaiah Moe, he committed to Vermont over the summer.
Congratulations to him.
Yes. I know he wants to leave his high school career with a Section 2 title.
Absolutely.
If not more.
Absolutely.
Going for a state or something. I mean, but a Section 2 title, that's something that he definitely wants, I think.
And this is where you start. You start tomorrow night.
That's right.
You send a message tomorrow night that we're not playing. We're coming here to execute and take care of business. Right. And that's the goal and that's the plan. So I have to tend to agree with you. Right. But, however, having said that, I will not be surprised if we're in a nip and tuck close game that goes down the stretch. I mean, Bethlehem gave Shin a run for his money down to the wire. I mean, a tip basket was the deciding factor in that game.
Wow.
A tip. So we know you can go in and try to check off Bethlehem if you want to, but you better act like you're defending Section 2 champ. And with A.G. Iron, I can tell you right now, he got those guys over that. Those guys are over last year. Those guys are not playing on last year's fuel. These guys are refueled up. And those guys forgotten about. And this is it right now. This is the day. This is the time. This is the place. This is it right now. And he has those guys ready. So they're not going to come in riding high on anything. These guys are going to actually play like maybe they're hunted.
I mean, every game we went to see A.J. Irons in, I never seen his team get blown out. They're always in every game, Coach.
Good point.
So, like you said, you could possibly be right with that because I never seen an A.G. Irons team just get smoked.
No, I haven't seen that to date. So, they compete very hard. They take the attitude of their coach, which is a hard hat, lunch pail type mentality. You know, I mean, when we talked to them last year and they said, hey, our practices are sometimes harder than the game.
Yes, that's right. That's
a very indication of what these guys bring to the table.
Okay, that's Umoja 2 TV. Until next week, bye.
Peace.